it's another story time video, and as you might see, there's this "Don't Worry, Be Happy" poster, and there's a flower. There's a flower picture. It's because I'm on my bed, and there's two more other flower pictures. And this is another story time video, if I haven't already said. And we are reading Walter the Farting Dog. And there's a stuffed animal to go with it. Yeah, it farts when you squeeze it. But I'll show you the pictures too. So this is for everyone who's felt misjudged or misunderstood. And it is wrote by William Kotzwinkle and Glenn Murray, and illustrated by Audrey Coleman. So, I'll show you the pictures too. It says Betty and Billy. Betty looks like she's supposed to be a boy. Betty and Billy brought Walter home from the dog pound. Nobody wanted him. Nobody wanted him, said Billy. But we love him, said Betty. Well, he smells awful, said their mother. I think you better give him a bath. This is Betty. Mother walked in and said, he still smells awful. And that's when they got the first clue, the telltale bubbles in the water. He's probably just a little nervous, said Mother, hopefully. His stomach might be upset, but Walter's stomach wasn't upset. Walter's stomach was fine. He felt perfectly normal. He just farted a lot. And there's something called fart off. Fart off is right here. I'll put the PH instead of an F. It's like PHART instead of FART. Okay. He did it when he bathed. He did it when he played with Betty and Billy. And he did it when he walked around the house. And he did it in the dining room. And he did it in the kitchen. And he did it in his sleep. I don't know why I did that. That dog farts morning, noon, and night, said Father. He can't help it, Daddy. No, he can't help it, Daddy, said Betty and Billy. So they didn't mind Walter's farts. So what if he farts? Billy said to Betty when they were alone in their room with Walter. Betty agreed. Walter agreed too. He sat there looking innocently around, farting. Take him to the vet, said Father. Farting, said the vet, or reactively flatulence, as we say in the medical profession. And I forgot to show you a couple of pictures. It's this picture, this picture, this picture. This is Father. That's the Father, and this picture. He looks like Frozone right here from The Incredibles, don't you think? I'm sorry about that. That was on our sheets. And they gave Walter every kind of dog food. He farted. They tried him on cat food. They gave him hot dogs, hamburgers, and lettuce and tomato sandwiches. They gave him fried chicken. They gave him rabbit food. They made him a vegetarian. Like, no matter what that dog eats, he turns into farts, roars Father. Oh yeah, and this is the picture. Ow. Here's Kitty. Hi, Kitty. Yeah, she's in the background now. So, Walter got the blame for everybody else's farts, too. If Uncle always let one slip, he just went and stood near Walter. All he had to say was, Walter, and everyone would look at poor Walter. And there's the picture. He has to go back to the pound, said Father. No, Daddy, please, begged Betty and Billy. Don't send Walter away. He goes tomorrow, said Father. They pleaded. Walter farted. It was all over. That night, Betty and Billy cried in their beds, and Walter looked at them unhappily. Oh, Walter, said Betty, you've got to stop farting. Because Father is going to send you back to the pound tomorrow, said Billy. And here's the picture. Okay. So Walter knew how serious the situation was. He's never seen Betty and Billy. He's never seen Billy. I put Billy and Betty together. Betty and Billy again. He resolves to hold in his farts forever. When Betty and Billy fell asleep, he walked down to the kitchen to see if there was anything around to eat. He managed to open the cupboard door with his nose, found a 25-pound bag of low-fart stalled biscuits that had prescribed for him, which had made him fart more. Even though he knew they made him fart more, he couldn't resist. He ate the entire bag. Very tasty, said Walter to himself. That says fart. The box says fart-free biscuit. And he went to lay down on, and then he went and lay down on the sofa. A gigantic gas bubble to build inside him. This is going to be trouble, he said to himself nervously. He was afraid of what might happen if he let it go. He thought maybe the house would explode, so he kept it in. It wasn't easy. In fact, it was torture. But he has resolved to never fart again. His future depended on it. As he lay there with his tail wrapped tightly between his legs, he heard a noise at the window. There's the picture. He watched it. He watched it slowly open. A pair of burglars came through. They dropped silently into the kitchen. Watch out for the dog, said one of the burglars. He won't bite, said the other. He's a wimp. Walter might have bitten them, except he was so filled with gas he couldn't move. They tied a rag around his snout so he couldn't bark. Okay, whispered the first burglar. Let's clear the place out. They took everything they could get in their hands on. Walter wanted to stop them, but he was having unbearable gas pains. He rolled on his back and waved his paws, and there he gnashed his teeth. "We've got it all," said the second burglar. "Let's go." Like, he looks like just a random person, and this guy kind of looks like someone who fix things and stuff. Like, he works for a company that fixes things. So that's when Walter let it fly. It was the worst part of his life. It made a tremendous noise and shot him across the room. A hideous cloud filled the air. The burglars clutched their throats, unable to breathe. With tears in their eyes, they raced for the window. They tried to grab their bag with all the valuables in it, but their arms were too weak. "Let's get out of here." Here's one picture, and here is the other. Sorry if there's a glare on the pictures. They jumped out the window and ran up the block, choking and gasping for air. Still blinded by Walter's attack, they stepped into the headlights of an approaching police car. "Hold it right there," said the policeman. When Father and Mother came down in the morning, they found an open window. They saw a bag with their valuables in it, and Walter was sitting beside it. He still had the rag tied around his snout. You'd have to say he looked heroic. "He saved the silverware," cried Mother. "He saved the VCR," cried Father. "Good dog, Walter." "He saved the VCR," cried Father. "Good dog, Walter. You're our dog, even if you do fart all the time." I forgot to press the fart button when he shot across the room. And so the family learned to live with Walter, the hero dog. And that's the end of our tale. This is one picture I forgot to show you. And here's the other one. A creepy looking family. And it says, "Walter's Wonder Park, 100% natural, gas powered." And these two kids on the train kind of look possessed and creepy. And I hope you liked the book. And say bye, Walter. I think that was bye. And bye.